Lads and ladies, welcome to Hogwarts Legacy. I've been waiting for this game since the first teaser dropped and it's finally here. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I just really want to use some of the unforgivable curses, especially Avada Kedavra. You know, some of these kids really deserve it. So this series is going to be mostly a story-based gameplay, but if you want a more concise version, I will be uploading an unofficial how-to when I'm finished, so be on the lookout for that. But I know what you're all waiting for, so without further delay, I give you Hogwarts Legacy. Finally, we get into the juice. We are pleased to inform you that you've been accepted at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry as a 5th year student. Terms begin on 1st September. Preliminary supplies have been collected for you and will accompany you on your journey to the castle. As you may be aware, the decree for the reasonable restriction of underage sorcery prohibits the use of magic by those under the age of 17 outside school. However, due to your unique circumstances, the Ministry has graciously agreed to allow Professor Eleazar Fig to help you hone your spellcasting before escorting you from London to the castle for the start of term feast and sorting ceremony. Signed, Professor Weasley. Oh. Nice, M. Weasley.
It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class.
That sounds way too robotic.
I am indeed a student. That was quite something.
Name. Juicius Dingleberry. Juicius Dingleberry. That is I. Juicius Dingleberry. Oh, what? That's restricted? Okay, well, I am not Juicius Dingleberry. Juicius Bonjuice. Okay, so Dingleberry's a no-no word.
It appears we are almost ready to depart. It's a pity we didn't have a bit more time to spend on spellcasting. I presume you've been practicing the spells we worked on.
I have, Professor.
Well, I'm quite sure I've never seen anyone take so quickly to a second-hand wand. You'll be a force to be reckoned with when you get your own.
Thank you, Professor Fig. I appreciate you working with me before the term begins.
Where'd he come from?
Oh, Eleazar!
George, glad my rather cryptic description of our location did not thwart your finding us.
I've apparated to more vaguely defined destinations than this. Though I confess I may have miscalculated slightly on my first try. Gave quite the fright to some theatre-goers in the West End.
Ugh, I don't like that laugh.
Too long. When I received your owl, I must say I...
Best not speak here, Eleazar.
Of course. Why don't we speak en route to Hogwarts? We have a start-of-term feast and a sorting ceremony to get to.
Wonderful idea! As long as your young charge here doesn't mind me tagging along.
Not at all, sir.
After you.
Ages since I'd been to the castle. Would be good to see the old pile of rocks.
Oh, I was gonna say, did I lose some graphics? Or some textures? But yeah, it's the invisible horse. Shoot, I forget what it's called. Oh. Trouble's Brewing.
Glad I caught you before you left for Scotland.
Oh yeah, Hogwarts is in Scotland, not England.
And who is your traveling companion?
A new student.
New?
Yes, sir. I'm starting school as a 5th year.
How extraordinary.
It is indeed. None of the faculty has ever heard of anyone being admitted to Hogwarts so late.
Nor have I.
Of course, as the other 5th years will have been honing their magical skills for 4 years now, the headmaster asked if I could get our new student up to speed a bit before the term begins.
Well, you couldn't have asked for a better mentor. Professor Fig is not only an exceptional teacher, he's also a remarkably intuitive and gifted wizard.
Mr. Osric is prone to flattery. I dare say it's one of the reasons he's risen so far at the Ministry.
So basically, he's a kiss ass.
Have you seen this?
I have. Opinions differ as to how great a threat Ranrock really is.
Although I've yet to convince my colleagues at the Ministry, I believe he is a significant threat.
Kestrels, that's
And
what the invisible
it
course
was
is called.
your wife, Eleazar, who alerted me to his activities months ago.
Miriam? How?
She wrote to me about Ranrock before she died, wondering what the Ministry knew about his activities. Before I could respond, I received this. It was the last thing she sent me, Eleazar. It came to me via her owl, but with no correspondence. I can only assume
That she had to get rid of it quickly. To keep it safe.
presumably from Ranrock. I cannot open it. Whatever magic protects this is powerful indeed.
It looks like goblin metal. That symbol.
What's that glow?
I don't see a glow.
Yep, knew it. I'm the chosen one. Zippity zap, boom, I open it. Ta-da!
Beard, how did you...
Wait! We did.
Oh! So anyways, what were you saying, Professor? There goes Orseus, whatever his name was. Yeah, the Kestrels.
The key! Give me your hand!
Nice. Oh, I love this already.
Are you alright? You're hurt.
Perhaps a bit.
Take this. It's Wiggenweld potion. That stuff will right you in a second.
Alright, little Healy potion. Can I also fix my broken ass?
Poor George. I can't believe he... What the hell got into that damn thing?
I mean, that's a pretty cool way to die though, dragon.
A typical dragon would never...
Professor? Sir, where are we?
I'm not
Are
sure.
my legs actually broken? Can I
But
just
that
get up?
key you discovered was clearly a port key.
Port key.
An item enchanted to bring whoever touches it to a specific place.
Never seen a port key be an actual
Like to
key.
look around a bit.
I would. But stay close. We've no idea who created this port key. Or why.
Shall I look around the cave or just move on? Alright, I'm just gonna head out with him.
How far did that port key take us?
Farther from London than the carriage travelled. We're somewhere in the Scottish Highlands.
Sir, those ruins. Do you
The
think...
port key was meant to lead us there? I do. This has not been the day either of us expected. But Miriam sent that port key to George for a reason. And I believe that she, and now George, died in pursuit of whatever it was meant to lead to. If you're sure you're all right and wouldn't mind indulging me, I'd like to have a look around.
Absolutely, sir.
Good.
Dude, let's go.
Let's see if we can find a path, however faded it may be. Mind your step.
Where do you suppose your wife got the port key that brought us here?
A good question. Miriam spent years searching for evidence of a long-forgotten form of ancient magic.
Ancient magic?
Yes, a powerful magic wielded by a rare few that seems to have been lost to time.
You gonna lead me or am I gonna
Hogwarts
lead you?
was built by, and is itself a stronghold of that ancient magic. I don't know where she came into possession of the portkey, but I am certain it was to do with that search. Ah, there's the path down below. This way.
Oh, okay. Let go.
But
Get
sir,
up.
why was your wife searching for evidence of lost magic?
Miriam wanted to understand why such powerful magic disappeared from the wizarding world.
Said a hip, hop,
Spoke of the
hip,
good it
skivvy.
could do. But magic is no different than any power. What really matters is the one who wields it.
Ooh, a veil. It's not the veil, is
that
it?
ice?
It's not cold enough here. It appears to be a sort of enchantment. Someone wanted to block this path. Let's see some of that wand work you were practicing. Focus on the center.
Yeah, I want to see it too. Basic. Okay. Pretty weak enchantment.
Excellent.
Oh,
That was a bit rougher than I'd expected.
are the vases
Your
give me anything?
work's improving with every cast.
Thank you, sir.
I just want to skip to the part where I cast that Vadacadabra. Where am I looking? What happened?
Up there.
Up where? Oh.
We're close now. It's just ahead.
You've taught me how to destroy. I will destroy everything. It fucking windy.
Steady yourself. Reparo.
Oh, dude's got mad casting ability. George wasn't lying.
Almost there.
I want to destroy everything in this room. Pow, 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 rapid fire. What is it, Professor?
Built this here.
I suspect they valued their privacy. That portkey led us here for a reason. Let's have a look around for anything that seems out of place.
And this entire structure seems out of place. It's built on a cliff in the middle of nowhere.
Professor, it's a mural of some kind.
Perhaps our host was a noted seer. Interesting.
Professor, this statue...
They have a statue of
In his
himself.
home.
Alright, dude's a little full of himself. Okay, it's gonna take forever if I keep doing that. I'm just gonna assume these vases don't have anything in them. Not hiding any secrets.
That enchanted crystallized stone again. But what could it be blocking? What's this? Professor Fig!
Oh! Is this the mirror of desire? Or is it
How odd. Why would
a
someone
mirror
have
into the
conjured that
past?
enchanted stone here?
And how is there a room behind it?
What room?
Yeah, he
I
don't see it.
see anything.
There's
I'm the
that
chosen.
glow again, like the glow on the portkey container.
It's like a mirror into the where this castle
What
once
in Merlin's
was.
name? Godric's heart.
I'm
Where
sorry.
are we? I
Wake
don't
the
believe it.
Goblin? I don't think I want to. Oh, okay, it's just a reception goblin type.
Hello? It can't be. Just a moment. Ooh.
Funny little guy.
Wait a minute. Welcome to Gringotts Wizarding Bank. Vault number 12, I presume. Precisely. The key?
Your wife's portkey.
Oh, yes, of course. This way, then. Stay close. After you.
Oh yes. You know, I've never been to Universal, but I hope there's a ride like this out there. Or someday they make a ride like this.
Inside the cars, if you don't wish to lose them.
How many vaults are there?
Hundreds. In fact, you'll see quite a few on our way to vault number 12. As we speak, we're just beneath the main lobby. The vaults you see now are the newest.
Are private entrances to the bank common at Gringotts?
They are most uncommon. Only one with great wealth or power, or both, could have arranged for such a service.
You'll want to take a breath. A what? That waterfall washes away all enchantments. It's a security measure.
Experienced the thief's downfall before, have you?
Heard of it?
These are the lower vaults that we're passing now.
How deep are we going?
Vault number 12 was commissioned shortly after Gringotts was founded over 4 centuries ago. It resides in the deepest part of the bank. Settle in. We've quite a distance to go.
Vault number.
Vault 12. Momentous day.
On your way.
They just keep this guy down here? He sleeps down there? Or do they have shifts?
Professor, the armband that guard was wearing is glowing.
Like the glow you saw on the portkey container?
No, darker. I saw that same glow on the dragon's collar.
Yeah, what was that? We were just wondering about that goblin back there.
He watches over the oldest section of the bank. Rare anyone goes there anymore.
Here we are. When was the last time this vault was accessed?
A goblin has been stationed at my desk for hundreds of years. In that time, no one has visited Vault 12. Until today.
So your only job was to wait for the proprietor of Vault 12? A pretty easy job.
Vault 12.
Thank you for your help.
What do you suppose we should be looking for?
I'm not sure. Sir, I wonder if you
The
might...
instructions for Vault 12 indicate that I am to grant access to the holder of the key and then close the door.
Oh, great.
Wait.
Cool.
Professor?
That was certainly unexpected. Let me think. There must be something here. Revelio, perhaps.
Revelio?
Yes, a revealing charm. No time like the present.
What about
Let's
that
see
big
what
glowy
we're
wall in the
missing,
back?
shall we? Ready your wand and focus.
Oh, jeez. Okay, steady your wand with the mouse, guide along. Press the corresponding input when prompted to accelerate your wand's motion. Cool. I'm doing it, Ma. I'm a real wizard.
There, I saw something.
Yep.
Move a bit closer and try again.
Is there any other? I'm big on secrets. If there's any secrets that I can collect or something. All right, whatever.
A door.
Revelio.
Well, that's a start.
Same
It's that
symbol.
symbol again.
Yep.
I don't suppose you see a way to...
I do, Professor. That symbol has the same glow as the one I saw on the port key container.
If
what
it glows,
you can
touch
see
it.
reveals the way forward, then I dare say we are about to discover the secret of this vault. Lead the way.
For sure.
Lumos!
Can I cast Lumos?
This is no ordinary vault.
Nope. I
I
guess
suspect
not.
we will need to earn our way out of here.
What do you mean, earn our way out? Do you think this is some sort of test?
I do. But to what end, I can't say. Stay close. There will be no disapparating if things go poorly. Not out of Gringotts.
I see something up ahead,
Touch
What is
it. That's the rule. If it glows, touch it.
but on the floor.
Oh yeah, blue glows, touch. Red glows, don't touch.
Lumos! What happened?
When I moved towards the glow, it suddenly seemed as if the ground was swirling about.
Are you all right?
Yeah, there's someone
Yes,
trapped in the
I'm
floor.
fine.
You seem to have caused the floor to change.
That statue.
What statue?
I see some sort of statue.
A vision
only as a
into
reflection
another
of the
world.
floor.
Just like with the ruins.
Revelio. I presume this is what you saw reflected in the floor.
It is. The reflection's still there, but the statue's positions don't match. Wait. When you moved, the reflection turned in the direction of the light.
Perhaps you should cast Lumos.
Yay! Go, 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 go! Awesome. Lumos.
Lumos.
Well done.
Now the reflection is turning towards me. It does follow the light.
What's he doing? That's dope. Oh snap, we're gonna have a fight. These. Oh, Protego, yep. Vault guards.
Accio. Defendo. Levioso. Depose.
He's just button mashing his spells. Combo, 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 combo. Oh shoot. Yeah, I don't have the cool spells you do and my game is lagging. How do I get away from, is there a dodge? I just run. Oh yeah, the Protego, duh. Yeah, Protego baby. Give me the big hitters. I don't want this little magic missile itty bitty. Hey, you can't touch me. You can't touch me. Zip zap bibbity. Oh, ouch, that hurts. I gotta look for that Protego move more often. How many of these guards we gotta deal with? Oh, I just have to Protego 3 dudes. Oh, alright. Yeah, I should pay more attention to the objectives. It's kind of caught up in all the stone murder. I'm right here, Professor. What's up? What's going on?
Professor! Professor Fig! Professor, where are you? This isn't good.
Am I supposed to move around?
Where
Oh.
am I supposed to go?
Oh, yeah, Lumos, duh.
What's happening? The wisps of magic seem to be leading me somewhere.
Ooh, another floor portal.
That's where they're leading. They glow again.
Oh, another...
Lumos. Revelio. I suppose I'm on my own this time. Lumos.
Oh, wait. Should I just, like, stand with her in a
Seems I
second?
have
Yeah.
no choice. I'm going to have to fight my way out of here.
Oh, I got this. That's cool. I'm too good. I'm too good. I'm a G. Ah, I can counter with Stupefy by holding Protego. Alright, alright. Big bet. Who wanna fight me first? Oh, a little early on that one. Okay. Take her hit, take her hit. Stun, baby. Oh, okay, yeah. Protego kinda has a limit. Stupefy, boom, 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 boom. I keep stupefying the same dude, stunning a little early. How do I use the juice? G, right? Yep, juice it up. We all good now? Alright, yeah. Ooh, big spiral. Alright, yeah. Do this. Do this first and then... Ooh. Okay, okay. Hope it's not the Black Veil again. It calls to me. Yeah, I kind of like it over here. I don't want to go back. Oh, it's a memory well thing. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've read or seen any of the books or movies. My vocabulary is not up to par, but I still remember all this stuff.
There you are. How did you...
How did you?
What is this place?
I don't know. But I found this floating above that basin.
That is no mere basin. That is a pensive
There you go.
for viewing memories. I wonder...
Are we both gonna see or just... Yeah, we're both going in, alright. Ooh, it's the old sage building this place. That's cool.
All is in place.
The portkey is well hidden.
Perhaps too well. I wonder if the path we've created...
May be impossible to follow. It will only be impossible for one who cannot see traces of ancient magic as I can.
Your ability to see what others cannot will not be enough, Percival. We are entrusting the one who embarks on this path with powerful secrets, with knowledge others will do anything to obtain.
Yes, and if we are correct, Charles, the witch or wizard who completes the trials will have proven themselves worthy of that knowledge, and the responsibility that accompanies it.
We've done all that we can.
That's what you're seeing. The glow that surrounded them.
Yes, sir.
Astonishing.
Can I see magic?
Traces of an ancient magic, to be precise. The magic that Miriam had always believed existed, but could never. Miriam, and perhaps George, died in pursuit of knowledge that has been dormant for centuries. And you, it seems, are the key to understanding why. We were...
All looks rather different than it did a moment ago.
Someone's coming.
I don't know. But, sir, you shouldn't be in here.
Bad goblins.
I was right.
Ranrock.
Seems my reputation precedes me. I was beginning to think no one was ever going to visit Rackham's Vault.
And why are you here?
No need for that. Just give me whatever it is you found here and we can let bygones be bygones.
Sir, they have the key to the vault.
Choose your next words wisely.
I only meant that the instructions to Vault 12 were quite
Yeah,
clear.
poor guy's dead.
Sir, I must insist. I was to grant access only to one with the key, and you didn't have them.
Aw. Poor goblin.
I have no patience for traitors. Now, where were we?
I'm not giving you anything.
Well, perhaps your young friend here will be more helpful.
Come on, mess this dude up. Ooh, Vault Guardian. Oh, this dude's big. Looks like our way out. Let's leave. Dip. Don't stick around to watch, Professor. It's just... Come on. Don't dilly-dally.
Are you all right?
Fine, sir.
I've never seen so powerful a goblin. He seemed wholly unaffected by my magic.
Where are we?
It can't be. It seems those who set up the pensive, the locket, and the path to both wanted someone with your ability to end up here.
The little Hogwarts theme.
We have a sorting ceremony to get to.
Let's go! So it would appear we did arrive at our destination soon enough. Yes, the train! Oh, do I get my own owl too? Or a pet even? Hogwarts in the 1800s. Was it the 17? I think it's... right? 1800s? Beautiful. Yes.
Oh, good. We haven't missed the sorting ceremony. I'm no expert, but that seems more.
Oh, yeah, new role, baby!
Now, I need to study this locket as soon as I can, but first I must contact the Ministry. They need to know what happened to George and be warned of Ranrock. For the moment, I ask that you keep all that's happened this evening between you and me.
Of course.
Oh, I'm gonna tell the first person I see.
Ready for the sorting ceremony?
Oh, I want to see the floating candles. Is that a Weasley? I thought Weasley was supposed to be the headmaster, but he's not a ginger.
Phineas, Nigellus, Black.
Oh, he's a Black. The family of Black, not African American.
Prepare yourself to meet the headmaster.
Okay, so the Black's a headmaster.
Fig, nice of you to
Makes a little
join
more
us.
sense.
The sorting ceremony's over.
Oh,
Complications.
Complications?
It seems the goblin problem has...
Enough. Goblins. I've no time for rumors, Fig, and I'm rapidly losing whatever patience I had left. If you're lucky, we might still be able to get you sorted this evening.
I'll be in touch.
oh, wonderful. The dinner hall. I'm guessing those are going to be my companions.
Professor Weasley, we've one more to be sorted.
Okay, so Weasley's a professor, not
Welcome.
the headmaster.
You're just in time. Have a seat.
She sounds like a Weasley. Is that rude to say? Let's see, because I did link my Hogwarts account, so is it gonna...
Ah, yes. A bit older than the others, aren't you? You come here with preferences and preconceptions. Certain expectations.
Okay, so I guess this is like a sorting quiz here. But, see, I wonder, because I did link my wizarding account, so I wonder if that'll override any of my choices, or if I get to pick in the end. But I guess, either way, we'll see. Can't wait to start classes, can't wait to explore.
I'm looking forward to exploring Hogwarts and the world beyond the castle and grounds.
Indeed. Much can be gleaned by having an adventurous spirit. But your professors have a great deal to teach you as well. Oh, but you're brave at heart. Exceptionally daring. Undaunted by the unknown.
I think it's gonna automatically sort me.
Forge ahead alone when you must. Perhaps you belong in Gryffindor.
Okay, so I can choose other houses. I might just... I really like Ravenclaw, but I took a look at their common rooms. Nothing against the common rooms, but personally I'm not a huge fan of the whole astronomy vibe. It seems a little cheesy, but I might just go with Gryffindor. Alright, yeah. Might do a different run with Ravenclaw. Not sure it changes much, though, other than the
Better be
common room
Gryffindor.
access. Yeah, I know. Real main character type vibe. Oh, nice. Adjusted robes as well.
Oh, and one more thing. Due to the unfortunate injury on the pitch in last spring's final, this year's Quidditch season has been cancelled.
Oh, come on. I was looking forward to that.
Enough! It's not as though I've banned flying altogether, but don't tempt me. You are here to focus on your academic futures. I'm sure you will have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow. I said, I'm sure you all have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
Can we move on to Dumbledore already? This guy's a little mean.
Quite an entrance. It's lovely to meet you. I'm...
Professor Weasley, would you be so kind as to show our new student to their common room?
I shall see to it, sir. As I was saying, I'm Professor Weasley. Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, Professor.
As Deputy Headmistress, it is my distinct honor to show you to your common room.
Okay, so she's like a deputy, not the headmistress.
It's most uncommon for a student to begin as a 5th year. This should be quite an adventure.
I'm looking forward to it.
I remember the first time I entered the Gryffindor common room after being sorted.
You were a Gryffindor?
I am a Gryffindor. Never could remember the password when I was a girl, however.
Password?
Password?
The password is Grata Domum.
Grata Domum.
You may enter.
Well done. Now, go on in and get some sleep. You have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. I shall be back in the morning to collect you for your first class.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy your first night at Hogwarts. Sleep well.
Feel bad for all the students who are too tall. I have to... Oh, looks like that's exactly what I'm doing, just crouching the whole way through the tunnel.
Looks like everyone's gone. Better head to the common room.
Which bed did I get? Number 13. Alright. Cool. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave.
Now, which way is the common room?
This way.
Must be different, starting Hogwarts in your 5th year.
I was gonna say, she kind of sound like Myrtle.
It took us 3 days to find your brother, and your mother almost squashed him first. You know how much she hates dung beetles? Ah, but I bet that's why you did it, eh? Well, let's see how much you like being turned into an insect next time you test my temper.
He's gonna... Oh. I thought she was gonna turn into an insect. Would have been funny. Gareth.
Sure you don't want to try it? Brewed it myself. Hello, you're the new 5th year. Pleased to meet you. I'm Gareth Weasley. Heard about your travels here. Can't believe it. Glad you and Fig are all right. Is it true that someone from the Ministry was with you in the carriage?
Oh, yes. A friend of Professor Fig's.
Oh, didn't mean to pry. Nasty business, dragons. Again, very glad you're here.
Thank you, Gareth. So am I. Are you related to Professor Weasley?
I am. She's my aunt.
Must be nice having an aunt for a professor.
You'd think so, wouldn't you? Aunt Matilda tends to treat me as if I'm a 1st year. Keeps too close an eye on me. It's all a bit suffocating, to be honest. Still, she means well. And she's an incredibly powerful witch. She'll have your back.
Yeah, let's see if... What is brewing?
Butterbeer for breakfast?
Oh no. I've been perfecting a recipe I came up with over the summer. I'm almost there, based on some reactions that may need a bit more work.
Seems you enjoy brewing. Might I assume that you've a talent for potions of all sorts?
Well, as I see it, there's little difference, fundamentally, between brewing a modification to butterbeer and a Wiggenweld potion. Though, I'm not certain Professor Sharp would make the connection. He doesn't appreciate my, creativity as much as you might think.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Well, it was nice meeting you, Gareth, and thank you for the insights on your aunt.
Pleasure to meet you as well. Good luck today.
Girl. Oh, you know what? I want to talk to her. She looks interesting. How do I talk to her? You know what? Whatever. Oh, just right down here.
Why is everyone so highly strung? It's perfectly safe. Well, hello. Don't mind me. I find it helpful to change my point of view now and again. Put things in perspective. Once I made it to the top of Gryffindor Tower, from the outside, without a broom.
Goodness.
I'm Nellie, by the way. Nellie Oxfire. I've heard rumors about what happened to you on your way to Hogwarts. Is it true? About the dragon?
So yeah, word just gets around then. I'll just go with it's
Yes,
true.
our carriage was attacked by a dragon.
Crikey! I can't believe it. How thrilling! And also terrifying. Anyway, you've certainly brought some much-needed excitement to Gryffindor. And Hogwarts, for that matter.
What exactly are the rumors about my journey to Hogwarts?
That you escaped a dragon attack? Isn't that enough? Most
I
of us
suppose that's
arrive
all
by
they
a
need to
train
know.
or boat, not having just escaped the jaws of a dragon. Of course it's got people talking. Word travels fast at Hogwarts.
Apparently.
I take it you're not afraid of heights.
It's something I've always done, since I was little. My mother once found me on the roof when I was 5. Still has no idea how I got there. But with all the strange hallways and rooms in the castle, and everything lurking in and outside the grounds, you don't need to scale a tower to see something incredible here.
It is a pretty cool spot.
I've never seen a dragon. Have you?
Goodness, no. And I've never heard of one attacking a carriage like that. Not enough meat in a carriage, I'd think.
I'm sure I'll be seeing you around, either in our common
Ooh, I like the
or
card
when we
tricks in the background.
scale your next tower.
You never know. Bye for now.
Who's working on the cards? Are they just enchanted?
I don't know what I'm doing wrong. It's not a complicated spell. I should be able to do it non-verbally. Why is this not working? Ugh! Oh, hello there. Welcome to Gryffindor. I'm Cressida.
Pleasure to meet you, Cressida.
Splendidly theatrical arrival to the sorting ceremony last evening. Made it in by the skin of your teeth. Is it true that you're Professor Fig's protege?
Yep.
I'm not sure I'd say that, but I did a study with him a little before we arrived.
Blast! I was hoping he might have given you some advice on non-verbal casting.
Is that what you were trying to do just there?
Did a bit of non-verbal casting with the
Yes.
blasts.
Having a spot of trouble.
That's about it.
I've mastered the charm using its incantation, but this is proving a bit trickier.
Let's be encouraging.
Don't worry, we'll get it in the end.
Oh, I hope so. If I can get it, Professor Ronan's sure to be very impressed. I'm just going to keep at it.
Is it really that difficult to cast non-verbally?
Oh, yes. And if you don't get it just right, the results can be, shall we say, awkward. Once, I tried to cast Depulso non-verbally on a goblet in the Great Hall and ended up launching Professor Sharp's Yorkshire pudding into his face. He was not happy.
Do most students know how to cast non-verbally?
Not at all. Hogwarts doesn't teach non-verbal casting until the 6th year. And even then,
That seems kind of late.
I'm simply trying to get ahead of the game.
Yeah, so you're like the Hermione of this game.
Well, good luck with it. It was
Bookworm.
nice to meet you, Cressida.
You as well. Enjoy your first day.
New
Alright.
Gryffindor. Professor Weasley's waiting for you outside the common room.
Gotcha.
Everyone knows you can't.
Oh, what did he just do? Let's play music. That's kind of nice. Dun, 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 da, 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 da.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming
Absolutely.
of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a 5th year, You'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education of the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
Book. Oh, nice.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Alright, yeah, just put it there.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test.
Let's do it. I'm ready. I'm excited. I'm eager to learn.
Way. The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore.
What's this dude doing? Oh, sick.
Potions is dull and charms is dire.
I certainly would have appreciated
Is he a ghost?
something like the field guide when I was a student.
I guess he is a
Using
ghost.
the guide will
Funny
also
ghost man.
train you to be alert to your surroundings. Do keep up.
I'm trying. Can't sprint.
Ah, the guide appears to have some information for you about that paint. Simply cast Revelio on it, and we'll see what the guide says.
This painting, the ox sitting on a dude.
Revelio.
Portrait of Barufio. This portrait depicts the wizard Barufio, famed for his brain elixir, and as an example of what happens when incantations are improperly spoken. He once said S instead of F, found himself on the floor with a buffalo on his chest. Huh. It's kind of a unfortunate thing to be known for.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like... No time to waste. You've classes to attend.
Yeah, so let's like run to class, yeah? Or is that not allowed? No running in the halls kind of thing?
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker.
Oh, okay, good, fast travel.
It contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Hogwarts divided into 2 main areas. Left side where students and professors live. Alright. In this view you can see the flue... Oh, I thought they were called blue. Or flue flames. Green flue flames represent places discovered. Gray is undiscovered. Alright, simple as. Right side is where we find academic points. Astronomy. Alright, where am I going? Select the library annex. This one. And then I want to go here. Okay. Okay, good. I can rotate for a better look.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak.
I've never seen this before. Or maybe I'm mistaken. Where am I supposed to go? Should I just keep following you? All right.
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes.
Oh, sweet.
Today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade
Data. I'm
as
going to
soon
call
as
it data
possible
for short.
to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Get a data class on the first day. That's awesome.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
Right, so he's the Charms class. professor, who's the data professor.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become Aurors. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
Alright.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain, and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
So hopefully, soon enough I'll get my own wand.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time.
Great, I love
Judging
homework.
by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's
I'm a
been
quick learner.
terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack.
Yeah, between you and me, it's supposed to be hush hush.
There's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
I'm not gonna tell you you're wrong. Should I? Should I like hint at more, or just lie to her?
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said.
Alright, good. Hey, speaking of which, yep, there you go.
Professor Fig, your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Alright, yay! Classes and then Hogsmeade.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
Took a bit of debating, but yes. Yeah, I'll just say I didn't like to lie.
I did try to evade her questions, though I feel a little deceptive. That said, I'm fairly certain she suspects that we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
We probably shouldn't be talking about all this in the middle of a great echoing hall.
As capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
What is it, like the Marauders map? I gotta reveal it or something? Honestly feeling like saving the best for last, so I'll get Accio in the Charms class. That's kind of interesting. Levioso. Is there a difference between Levioso and Leviosa? Leviosa and Leviosa. Or is that the same charm? I thought it was always spelled with an A at the end. Alright, let's go to charms first.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend.
How long has Ollivander been alive? Or is it like his ancestor?
Mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Oh. I hope I don't actually have to take a test at the end of this game, but I feel like I will take some sort of test. Oh, Charmed Compass. Wonderful. Look at me run. Oh geez, these textures haven't even loaded in yet. I swear my computer's not that bad.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Oh geez, the textures.
Necessarily want him to get back to the lesson.
Who's being interrogated somewhere?
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Alrighty then.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
I'd imagine I'm about to. And there he is.
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right? Now,
I can already tell he's going to be a good teacher.
Open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference?
Oh, it's the girl who's working on her nonverbal charms.
The color change and growth charms. Anyone? Anyone? Hmm? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another.
Oh, come on, he's a funny guy.
Even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm.
Tough crowd.
Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Classic Ravenclaw move. Alright. So I'm learning Accio. Give me that book. Bring it here.
Accio.
Haha.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air.
Yay!
After me.
I love this guy.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right?
So y'all can just do this, but can't repair the Quidditch field?
So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
Just gonna Accio the ball right into his face. But on accident, because I love him. No homo.
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you. The trick is to pull the sphere as far as possible, but not a bit more, or it'll fall, yes?
Okay,
Now,
yeah.
I could be talking about theory all day. Excellent control.
Oh.
Lose your composure.
Yeah, they roll a bit. Gotcha.
Very good.
Oh, come on. Alright, little sooner. Little sooner. Right there. Shoot. No, that's gosh dang it. Alright, set him back up, please. Let me do this. I got this.
Very good. Points to Gryffindor.
What points?
But
I
there's
did terrible.
certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up.
Well, I'm already challenged. Alright.
You'll be the blues just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Great.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Let us see this.
Okay, so they roll quite a bit away.
Yes!
But I could also use my ball to knock her ball off, correct? Let's see. Alright, not bad, not bad. Her balls roll much farther than mine. That's interesting.
That is how it's done.
Gonna use her ball to stop mine. Oh shoot, yeah, she rolled 50. I gotta... This is not good. I gotta land a 50 here, or else I lose. Can at least tie it up. Yes! Alright, tie, baby. Good enough for me.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
Just gonna put a... Oh yeah, okay, obstacles. I thought he was gonna put a student on the board.
We are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Oh, come on.
Yes!
Alright, let's see. Gonna plan this out. Ooh! Right in front of the box. Hey, get out my booty.
Here we go.
Oh, come on. She totally cheated. I curved. You saw that?
There we go.
Alright, come on. 50, 50, 50. Oh, come on.
Don't lose your composure.
Alright, I'm just gonna knock her ball off.
That is how it's done.
Dang it, did I give her points? Yeah. Alright, whatever.
Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
She's nice.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly. I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Ouagadougou just before my 4th year.
Oh, that's
My mother
the
received an offer to
not
teach
Ugandan
divination here.
wizarding school.
Before I knew it, we had
Yeah.
left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Ouagadougou uses one.
You can cast spells without a wand.
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
Hey, to get to do the old swish and flick.
Is Ouagadougou much bigger than Hogwarts?
Ouagadougou School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world.
Oh, wow.
So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
Is Ouagadougou a castle, like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside.
Ooh.
I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
If Avalanche ever makes a sequel to this game, it should take place in Ouagadougou. I used to always make my Minecraft houses in the mountains.
I do miss Ouagadougou, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course.
Alright, Ronan, what it do?
If you wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your
There's an Iron Maiden in the back.
lesson lived up to expectation.
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride. One often gains the most from the battles one has lost.
Of course, Professor. It was a challenging match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
I wonder if I could have won and there would be different dialogue options. What's over in this corner? There's something on the map. Oh, that must be outside the room. It's a very large castle. I'm assuming most of the game takes place within its walls, but still pretty decent sized map. Yeah.
Is that all you've got?
Ooh, not cool.
Professor Hecat! Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge.
Take it she's a Ravenclaw.
To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No?
Alright, she's gonna be fun.
One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Alright, time to learn spells. Boom. Dum, dum. Swish and flick. But it's not the whole swish and flick style. Yeah, there's a swish and flick. That was Leviosa. Like with the A. Leviosa, not Leviosa, right?
Now, let's try something a little larger.
Alright, I guess I'm up to bat. Let's do this. Let's make the magic happen.
Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast?
Yep.
This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a wizard. Now, well done.
Oh, this is just fun. I like doing this. Stop. 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 Alright. Oh, I can keep him up. Does he ever come down? Alright, yeah.
Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling.
Oh, I'm gonna mess him up.
Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Why do they always make Slytherins out to be like assholes? They're not always mean.
This should be easy.
Get comboed, idiot.
Lucky. Nothing lucky about it.
Levioso. Class, I hope you were paying attention. That is how you cast Levioso.
Yeah, threw him off the table.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
Snivelly.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Gryffindor.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right, that's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Can I talk to you? Let's talk.
Oh, I'm not much for dueling. I prefer to keep things friendly.
Oh, jeez. You remind me of, oh, I can't remember his name.
You
Weird
drilled
dude.
Sebastian. He's strong competition. Well done.
Dude's a piece of cake. Clapped his cheeks. No prob. No homo.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect him.
More like Sebastian Swallow. No homo.
The wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
Should I?
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Yeah, I held
Fair
back.
enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Honestly, kinda down.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you.
Wouldn't
If
hurt
you
to
want
have a few
get the
Slytherin
most
friends.
Out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Hope we don't get killed, or
Pleasure
worse,
chatting with you.
expelled.
I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested.
Everyone's got to stop talking about super secret stuff in very echoey halls and rooms. Oh, it's that's the Headless Ghost, right? Why is there always a distant sound of someone yelling? I just revealed something. Oh yes.
Revelio.
Lachlan the Lanky. He is very lanky.
Here I've come from the toilet bowl where she said I could swim.
Where's that coming from?
As long as for only one time per week, I can plunge the boys' lavatory, not for the meek.
What a lovely...
He tried to stop me, did rancorous carp, sought to trap me, confine me inside of a jar. But he failed, as did his containment charms, so I took my revenge to wreak havoc and harm.
Oh,
It was
jeez.
granted my privileges be handsome indeed, or I'd fire up the cannon, and so she agreed. To draw up a contract with her, not with him, that if I behaved, I'd have one weekly swim. Whee!
I'll get you for this.
Revelio.
Alright, dude's weird for that. He just likes to swim in toilets. Oh, I can't go in this bathroom? Is this... Yeah, that's witches. Or... What is that? An elf? A gnome? Lucan, what is up?
Sebastian told me to see you about a club.
If Sebastian vouches for you, that's all I need to know. I coordinate duels for crossed ones. A dueling club of sorts. It's invitation only, so you must have really impressed Sebastian.
I suppose I did.
I seem to have a knack for dueling.
Then you've come to the right place.
How does cross wands work exactly?
You show up, I match you with other duelists, and whoever is still standing in the end wins.
What are the rewards?
It's our way of determining the school's greatest duelist once and for all. And to liven things up, the winner is awarded a prize.
Alright, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Of course. Dueling's an entertaining pastime.
I agree. Besides, in crossed ones, you could duel with a partner if you like. Your first time I'll pair you with Sebastian. Next time, you'll need to bring a partner along, or duel alone. So, care to step into the ring?
You know, yeah, let's go now.
Get me in the ring.
Spectacular! Let the fireworks begin!
We'll make you regret signing up.
Why are they so mean? It's supposed to be a fun thing. Oh, alright, alright, alright. Oh, leg. Oh, nope. Not good.
There goes my wager.
Kill him.
Lumos.
Nope. Nope. Yeah, let me stun you. Alright, now you. 2v1 is not very fair. I am low on health. Easy dubs. Holy cow, my frames.
Pity more people can't watch the duels.
Nice work. Sebastian wasn't wrong about you. There's strong competition ahead, but keep this up and you could be the next school champion.
Oh, I will be.
Count me in.
Count on it.
Shall. Now, it takes time to organize these duels, but check with me later. I may have something lined up for you. Again, congratulations on your first crossed ones victory. Well fought.
Kind of funny we have this kid running all the duels, but he's like a third year. I suppose I should equip new gear. It does make me better. It's weird though. Funky Renaissance cap. Could I just hide it? Alright. I can't customize the looks. I have a funny little hat now.
Not a chance. Last time I was in there, she'd spilled a bottle of Skelegro, and I swear I saw her topping it up.
Topping it up with what?
I don't know. Water or something.
This is pretty cool. All the little interactions between students.
In the Goblin Rebellion of 1752.
Oh jeez, this
The
dude
Minister for
again.
Magic was Albert Boot.
Friggin' peas. Oh, he's gonna start getting annoying real soon. Cat! Kitty cat, hello. I'm pressing F. Okay, there. Oh, jeez. Oh no, it layered itself. The lag. Well, I'm going to leave this episode here. I'll talk to Miss Weasley in the next episode. I'll see you all then.